awareness, pati na rin daw yung self-confidence ng kupunan niya is nandyan. Now that they're here and they're going up against the mighty Cargo Movers, he wants the team rather to capitalize on two things. Number one, that is to establish their passing, and number two, to stabilize their blocking patterns. So natin if magagawa Noel and Denise.
Well, you know, it's been a game of different tempos being played here by both teams, and this time F2, naunahan naman itong kupunan ng Foton. So it's been a game so far, Denise, of manggugulat ako, kaya mo bang humabol?
Yeah, yun nga eh. Kasi I think that's what you need to do. Again, be unpredictable when it comes to your offense. Sa ganda, I mean, we've seen it in the past couple of rallies ng depensa na pinapakita ng dalawang team na to.
KKD up to serve. Another young lady who sat out a lot of games this conference due to various injuries, hindi lang isa. Good serve that time. See, wow, Jaja! And if you're Giselle C, how do you not even flinch na parating sa'yo yung Jaja? Tingnan mo to, lapit na ni Jaja eh.
Tsaka ang ganda kasi tinuloy nila yung play kahit na siksik na. I mean, F2 not expecting that obviously dahil si Kim bumitaw na rin eh.
Jaja Santiago off to a good start dito. This time Kalei Mao, Pambawe, cross court is just wide. Wow, Foton fighting fire with fire here in set number one. This now brings up the captain, Carmina Aganon. At 100 points, doesn't really need to score a lot to be effective para dito sa kupunan ng Foton. Tornadoes, Blue Energy, Ara does though. And Ara Galang nahanap ang kanto.
Finding that end line again. Ara has such good control when it comes to that backline attack.
Ara Galang, tandaan natin how many seasons, actually how many conferences did she sit out with an ACL injury. There's the 24-year-old Kalei Mao. That's what makes it even scarier. 24 lamang. Ito si Kalei Mao. Jaja again. This time Makandili sees it. Ara. Oh, nailusot kay Dindin.
And again, that was her targeting the end line. Pag tinignan mo yung depensa ni Dindin doon, yes, nahawakan niya yung bola, but that's because pasok yung depensa ni Dindin. And you'll see it here one more time. Kung nasan si Dindin when she makes contact. Halos na malapit na siya dun sa attack line.
So F2 coming back. Kasilag. Makandili, good read. Fajardo galing likod. Mao! Kinarga ng kanyang tira para mailusot kay Jaja.
Yep, too much power in that last attack. And Foton couldn't handle that. Yung depensa nila sa net, hindi ganun katigas at ang laki ng butas.
Kumasa na, kinasa pa ulit. Panigurado galing dito kay Kalei Mao. You're tied. Jaja na naman. Nagkapangansya doon ni Chang Abi. Chang Abi on the run. Casilla gets to it, but that's how Chang Abi scores off of taller defenders anyway.
Maganda yung, if you're going for a slide attack and nakita mo humahabol din yung middle blocker mo, especially kung tumalunod din sa gitna, more often than not, hindi niya masasarado yung side kung nasan yung antenna because the motion is going to that side.
4 unanswered now for the Cargo Movers. Ano ang sagot dito ng Foton? Yan ang sagot! Galing kay Jaja Santiago.
Well, there's really no way or no reason kung bakit hindi mo siya pipigain bago siya pumunta sa likod. It has been effective, that quick play for Foton. Napakataas ng efficiency. Look at Jaja just go over the blockers that time.
Tallest player in the league at 6'6". Jaja now on the serve. Fajardo on the run. Abi Maranyo. And again, Abi Maranyo. Ito ba'y playoffs na? Akin na yung bola. And not the tallest of middle blockers. She's about 5'8". And for you to be 5'8" and playing middle blockers in the land of 6-footers,
yes,
you have to have extreme talent. And this young lady has that. Abi with the serve.
Nice set.
Kasilag, ang ganda ng buwelo. Hinabol naman yan ni Mao. Abi Maranyo gets to it. And Galang, ipamimigay. Hindi daw tumaan sa likod ng antena. Giselle C tries another magic trick. C, quick play, buitre. Hinabol, papunta kay Ara Galang. Defended well by Kasilag. Pamimigay muna ito ni Mao. What do they set up here for Foton? They'll go to a lane. And a lane, Kasilag gets it through.
Again, Kasilag just getting it through that gap sa net defense nitong F2. Look at that. Hindi nakapagdikit kagad si Baron at si Fajardo. At ang maganda nun sa atakin Kasilag, binabaan niya lang. It doesn't matter kahit ang taas ng reach ng blockers mo. You don't have to match that.
Welcome to the semifinals, folks. We are tied at 12. High-quality volleyball ang ating nasasaksihan dito sa Muntinlupa. Reyes, kasilag again. This time, she comes up short. So, lamang na po ang F2 Logistics ulit. And now this brings up Kim Fajardo. Kim Fajardo, if you notice, that hand is still heavily bandaged. Yan yung dalawang daliri niya doon sa dulo. And the young lady who broke those fingers in the Grand Prix is actually now her teammate. Ito si Kalei Mao. Attacking ngayon, KKD. That's off the block, it appears. Yes, it is.
KKD obviously hitting high at that time. Wasn't necessarily targeting that floor with that tall wall in front of her.
And the first to flinch to call a timeout is Aaron Velez for Foton.
Emphasize natin ha, emphasize natin. Hindi yung na-check. Diba? Kailangan natin bawasan yung error. Pag halimbawa, boy, diskartihan tayo. You're away from the net. Saan natin ialagay? Napag-aralan na natin yan. Okay? Stable pa yung pass. So ngayon, huwag lang tayo kakalas ha. Si Ara, cover zone 1. O, hintay lang natin ha. Mar dito na, tuloy tayo. Pag nag-back row, mag-block pa rin. Tapos, ang kanto natin yung kwadrado ha. Corner-corner tayo.
How about this combination here? Ara Galang and Dindin Santiago Manabat. Magkalaban nga sila dito. Would love to see them both in the national team. Conference averages na yan, Denise.
Yeah, really high for both these players. Dindin Santiago Manabat actually the third best spiker in our conference right now with 204 spikes. At pagdating naman dito kay Ara Galang, you know, in this whole conference, Noel, 2 game lang siya, hindi nakaabot sa double-digit mark. And
Right.
those 2 games, 9 points siya.
Yes.
So obviously, maaasahan tong dalawang to when it comes to their offense.
She'll hit double figures today at the rate she's going. Fajardo on the serve.
10 masyado.
Dindin, yeah, masyado na palakas doon. Set pa lang, kita mo na, no? So that's not a good response coming off the Aaron Velez timeout. Patuloy pa rin ang pagpiglas dito nitong kupunan ng F2 Logistics. Tandaan natin, Denise made this point earlier. This conference, Foton has never defeated F2. 4 sets nung first match, 3 sets nung second round. Dindin got it on the line. And this one worked against PLDT. Tandaan natin, Foton lost the first set to PLDT as we see this one again. Dindin going down the line. Just beating Kim Kiana dito the spot. Elaine Casilag, mauupo muna, papasok for the first time, Shaya Adorador. What was surprising in the game against PLDT, nung pumasok si Shaya Adorador, akala mo, uupensa. Hindi, gumanda depensa na Foton. Former leading scorer for University of Pisa. How about that? Coming into the game, service ace kaagad for Shaya Adorador.
You know, interestingly enough, Noel, sa last 2 games na naglaban itong dalawang to, both Game 1 and Game 2, mas mataas ang reception, excellent receptions ng Foton.
Yeah.
15 lang para sa F2 noong unang game, 17 in the second game. A far cry dun sa mga 30 plus and 20 plus receptions ng Foton. But it was still F2 who will take those wins.
Hey, overreaching has been called here against Foton. I don't think this is a challengeable call. But this will now be the second technical timeout lead belonging dito sa kupunan ng F2 Logistics. It's still a close one though, 16-14. And we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Bobby Maranyo goes to work. Rejected in the first set will go
Logistics in that one. Look at these numbers, Denise.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, pagdating dun sa opensa, mas mataas yung sa F2. But look at the blocks, 11 compared to 1. And for F2, only getting 10 unforced errors in 3 sets. That's just like, what, 3%? And for you to be able to play that fluidly sa loob ng court, that says a lot about your team. At yun yung gusto nila sanang dalhin dito sa semifinals.
And let's send it now to Selena Dagdag.
Yes, in that recent huddle of the Foton Tornadoes, the mood of the players were very positive. Now, Coach Aaron reminded the girls to establish their blocking pattern. Sabi niya rin na kahit daw lang mga kalabang dapat na hindi nawawala sa focus. Tuloy-tuloy lang daw sa laban at huwag kakalas. That's all for now, Denise and Noel.
Thank you very much, Selena Dagdag. And as Selena was reporting earlier, there's a net touch called. I thought it was on to F2. Yung pala, it was against Foton.
Yeah.
So here's Ana Galang now. 4-point lead for the Cargo Movers. Makandili keeps that one alive. Fajardo, quick play. Baron, basa yan. Ni Buitre. They'll set it up now for Kim Kiana D. Hulog, diving again is Jen Reyes. And Mina Ganon with an unforced error. 5-point lead for F2 Logistics.
Too many errors now coming from Foton.
Coach,
pinapamigay masyado dito. What a save coming from Jen Reyes.
Nga lang, kasimple-simpleng over na lang gagawin dito ni Mina. Kinapos pa. Timeout, Foton.
Doble effort na lang tayo magtrabaho. Diba? May mga bagay talaga tayo hindi nakokontrol. Pero sabi ko nga, huwag tayong tatapos ng rally na tayo. Gusto natin yung tapos natin dahil puntos. Okay? Sige lang, i-pace na natin yung sarili natin, ha? O, cheer up, cheer up. Wala yan, maganda yung ginagawa natin, ha? Go, ha?
Keep your chin up. That's all you can do already at this point. You're ready in the game. Hindi na ito practice.
Yeah.
And one slip, you die ito. Itong Foton.
Yeah, and that's a very good point, and reminder from Coach Aaron. Kung mapupuntusan ka, okay lang mapuntusan ka, basta siguraduhin mong trinabaho ng F2, hindi yung ipapamigay mo.
Attack points, or attack faults rather. 5 for Foton, dalawa lang para dito sa F2 Logistics. And that one goes through for Tintin Santiago Manabat. And she has been targeting, if I may say, the kili-kili area. Sa ilalim niya pinapadaan ng defender, especially if it's Kalaymaw.
Because there's no control when it's the arms na papadaanan mo. Normally sa volleyball kasi, ang talagang instructions, dukutin mo yung bola because that's where you have the control with the palm.
Buitre, sharp serve. That one is an ace.
I think they are gonna challenge that just
They
because...
say out, yes.
Oo.
From our angle, it looked in. And referee Joven Racelis has now acknowledged the challenge para dito sa Foton. The ruling on the floor is out daw ang serve ni Marian Buitre. So we're going to have our first challenge of the semifinals. So ball in, ball out challenge ang itatawag dito. Dito ko po na ng Foton. Again, from where we're sitting, kita natin yung sulok. It looked in.
Parang ano no, dumaplis pa dun sa kanto nga of Zone 5.
So once again, first of the 2 semifinals matches today. Later on, the 2-time defending champions, Petron Blaze Spikers, taking on the number 4 seed. Ito ko po na signal for the first time this conference defeated Generic Ayala when it mattered most. So they're still reviewing this one. In or out? Anino yung nakita natin.
Anino na lang.
So good call by Joven Racelis. It was out. Challenge is unsuccessful. So mangyayari dito, Foton is down to only 1 challenge remaining here in set number 1. At 5 na ang abate rito ng F2 Logistics. Majoy Baron had an ace earlier. Si Joe! Kala mo si Captain Marvel lulusot na sa kisame eh.
Tsaka na yung twisting ni Jaja, you know, Abby Maranyo was there. It was a double block. Tinulungan siya ni KKD. But look at that twist. Going to the right side. Avoiding the 2 blockers. And not only that, kahit tumapat yun, ibabaw ang daan ng ataking yun.
Ay, kala mo nga talaga, parang Captain Marvel. May spaceship ba dyan sa taas? Susuwagin na niya yan. Din, on the serve. Mao will give this up. Chance here for Foton. They'll go to Mina. Mina, nailusot. Nandun naman si Kim Fajardo. Atake ni Kim Kiana D. Jen, sending this to Jaja. Inangat pa rin yan. Fajardo, quick play, Abby Maranyo. F2 is is now starting to hum here in set number 1.
Ang ganda kasi ang bagal nung laro eh. Ang bagal nung takbo ng bola coming from that first ball. Look at Abby, ask for it. Kim, hinabol na lang sa kamay niya. There was no blocker there. Obviously, that is where you would want to go if you're F2.
And Abby Maraño scoring heavily here in the first. However, a rare service error para sa F2 Logistics. 21-17, apat ang abante ng F2 pero apat na lang din ang kailangan nila para maisara itong first set. Kapitana, Pina Ganon. Mao has been the target but she has been receiving well. Mao! Wow, 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 Mao! Tama sa namin ni Tex Suter. She has now turned from Kalei Mao to Kalei Wow. See this again, Denise.
Again, just one blocker, hindi natapatan ng maayos with that cross-court hit. And Foton just caught standing, staring at that ball.
Direct sub for the opposite hitter as Desiree Cheng is going to see her first action of the match. KKD actually still not fully recovered from her injury, so talagang pinipacing pa siya rito ni Coach Ramil De Jesus. 3 points away from the first set. New center ngayon, that's Ivy Perez immediately connecting with Jaja Santiago, the NU connection.
Ang ganda yung parang patumba yung approach ni Jaja, but it was still that back quick, deceiving the two blockers of F2. And Makandili just couldn't get to it.
Tandaan natin, when Ivy Perez won best center in the league, that was during a Grand Prix, so sanay siya mamigay sa malalaking players. Good serve there by Jaja. Galing likod. Now, change of pace. Ivy, quick play. Naabangan si Buitre. Pumibigay pa rin yan. Itong si Adorador. And again, Abby Maraño.
Smart thinking by Abby Maraño.
Well, Abby Maraño has taken over here in set number 1.
It's an easy attack coming from her. Donut hole was wide open again para dito sa F2. No blockers inside. That's what you get. Another point.
And Abby, 2 points away. Oh! Services!
Right on the line for Abby Maraño.
6 set points for F2 Logistics. Lahat na ng paraan na makagawa. Sinubukan na ni Chang. Quick play, Buitre. And again, the natural middle. Ito si Marian Buitre gets the point. Now Ivy Perez up to serve. So 5 set points facing etong kupunan ng Foton. Ivy, sharp serve. And that one, however, sails out. And that gives set number 1 to F2 Logistics, 25-19. So itong kupunan ng F2 didn't really have a great start, but when they started humming, especially when Abby Maraño got hot, everything else followed. Second set when we return.
Ambition. Balang araw, titingaliin niyo rin yung billboards ko sa EDSA.
Family.
Her dad's company had a lot of financial problems before he died.
Career. Marami na nagtangka, iilan lang nagtagumpay. Kaya, good luck sa'yo, ha?
Education.
Pag-apak mo ng Maynila, siguraduhin mo lang hindi ka na babalik dito.
Fashion.
Ba't ka pa umalis dun eh? Buhay prinsipe ka na nga dun.
Baka preso.
Friendship.
Gagawa tayo ng maraming pera.
The real lessons are in the real world.
We are
Who we are.
This is just plain business.
Are you willing to learn?
Strive. Survive.
Blue Jeans airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Spike Zone. You guys are currently watching the Foton Tornadoes battle it out with the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. So nakita naman natin na dikdikan ang labanan sa first set na yan. But on the 12-point mark, the Cargo Movers managed to create a lead which they were able to protect Tech until the end of that set. And thus, they take the first set away 25-19. Ngayon naman guys, silipin natin itong hashtag PSL snapshots natin featuring some of the players we are seeing play today. So yan, makikita natin ang mga players ng Foton Tornadoes at pati na rin ng FE Logistics Cargo Movers. Here it is, our PSL snapshot. So first up, we've got a male fan here with none other than Chang Abby Maranyo. Ito naman si Kalei Mao. Picture with an avid fan. Of course, not to forget Majoy Baron, also from the FE Logistics Cargo Movers. Ngayon sa panig naman ng Foton, si Jaja Sanchado with a beloved fan right here. And of course, Ea Laure from the Tornadoes once again. And last but not the least, Marian Buitre of the Foton Tornadoes. That's it for PSL Snapshots. I'll turn you over to the Denise and also Noel in the panel.
Ayan na po, dumadami na po ang ating mga manonood dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center as we revisit set number 1. And it went the way of F2 Logistics.
You know what? Nung umpisa nitong first set, it seemed like Foton really had control of it. They were going to Jaja, to Dindin, and everybody was attacking on their side. Pero biglang nagising. Players like Abby Maranyo really contributing, going for that slide, for the quick play. You also have attackers like Aragalang, Kalimao, attacking from the back line. So, nakokontra na nila yung opensang binabato nitong Foton. Ang nangyari nga lang, in terms of their defense, mas maganda yung ipinapakita nitong F2 in terms of their floor defense. And look at the errors, 13 as compared to 3 of F2. At yung errors na yan, lagi nating nami-mention in games kung saan medyo nahihirapan itong Foton. And simply, what they need to do here in set number 2 is just avoid those miscommunication at just polish up their game, and they'll be able to go head-to-head with F2 here in the second.
Those 13 errors are just a lot,
Too much.
At nanonood sa atin ngayon, the Dean, Kinito Henson, is actually taking it to volleyball right now, and he was just giving us a pronunciation tip on Mina Aganon. It's not Aganon, it's Aganon. Aganon, yes. It's named out from Tarlac that he's very familiar with. Also, MJ Pepito, former libero ng San Sebastian, also watching us right now as the semis rage on here on ESPN5. Noel Zarate alongside Denise Tan with Selena Dagdag from the Muntinlupa Sports Center. So far, so good for F2 Logistics, the higher seed. They win today. They are through to the finals. If Foton comes back and wins, we will have another match this coming Thursday to decide kung sino na ang aabante sa finals.
Well, let's see if Foton can survive this one again. In the first 2 outings, parehas nagwage ang F2. The first one that they battled it out, July 22, 4 sets. Second one, or June 22 rather. Pangalawang beses was July 25 at 3-setter lang yan.
And here is Kim Fajardo, her first serve. Ominous start, hits the antenna. So the pronunciation of Mina's name is Aganon.
Pag nakaspike siya mamaya.
Aganon.
Ganon.
Ganon. Tips from the Dean himself. As we have Elaine Casilag up to serve. Sharp one. The young lady from Binyan, Laguna, Kim Kiana D, cannot score that time. Dindin, masyado mataas yan, basang-basa yan. Fajardo on the run, Abby Maranyo. Ihulog dapat, nandun naman si Jen Reyes. Backset ngayon, Dindin, naabangan ni Chang Abby. And the defense is taking over once again for F2 Logistics.
Ganda yung habol ni Abby doon. She was a bit late, but the adjustment in the jump, yun yung sumakto sa atake ni Dindin.
That's how a 5'8" lady can block somebody who's 6'2". Selena Dagdag, what's up?
Coming into today's game, Coach Romel advises the girls to double their efforts as they go against Foton. Kwento ni Coach Romel, they work twice as hard in practice as he instructed the girls to focus on their blocks and their service. The reason, sabi ni Coach, this is such an important game. Ngayon pa ba sila matatalo ng Foton? So they really aim to end this semi-series today. Coach happily notes that at least this time his players are even in better shape with far less engraved pains and injuries. Denise and Noel.
Alam naman natin, you know, there's a lot of rest involved for people like Kim Fajardo and Kim Kiana D. In the meantime, Ea Laure seeing her first action of the match. And yun na nga, full health na halos, not 100%, but almost there in terms of health, itong F2 Logistics. So, with the entry with Ea Laure. That gives you a double barrel attacker. She can be both spiker and setter. C with the jump set. And Kalei Mao blocking Dindin momentarily. Ea on the attack there. Makandili gets to it. Kalei Mao. Nakabuelo. Laure gets to it. Second ball attack. Galing kay Marian Buitre. Pasa ni Maranyo. Mao off speed. Still kept alive. Dindin. Naabangan na naman. Bichang Abby. And Abby Maranyo has done a little bit of everything today.
You know, this is one of those things na sinasabi ni Coach Aaron a while ago. Okay lang mapuntosan sila, but make sure na kinuha to ng kalaban. Yes, credit the effort that Abby Maranyo had in that last attack. But look at Dindin, just hand that ball to Abby. I mean, then that's the last thing that you would do. Kung gusto mo, ilaban mo ng tulak.
Right. Dindin, nilakasan na. Sobrang lakas naman ngayon. And this is the point in the match as an athlete where you start talking to yourself already.
Yeah. Imagine, Foton has 2 unforced errors right now. 13 yung kinumit nila in the first set. You don't want to bring that here.
So what, there's a challenge now. There is a challenge dito. Ano yun, Renz? Ball in, ball out ba yun? Anong number? Number 1, ball in,
yep.
ball out. So it looked like the call was correct. Yung out yung unang tawag dito. Let's see now. Ang bilis na natin. O, tama yung unang tawag.
Aha.
O tayo, 1 for 2 na tayo. Kanina sinabi natin, in yung pala out. O, ito mukhang out naman talaga. So this early, itong kupunan ng Foton has already lost 1 challenge. They only have 1 challenge remaining and we're still early nga dito sa set number 2. 4-1. Here's Dindin. Inargaan yung kanyang serve. Galang again with a great dig, but this is given up now by Kim Kiana D. C. Hinabol. Papunta kay Ea Laure. And Ea gets that off the hands.
Cross-court hit coming from Ea. Hammering that ball.
Advantage ni Ea. Bilis ng kanyang forward motion sa braso, no? Reminds me of one of your former teammates in UST. Taga-UST rin siyempre si Ea. By the name of Angelita Paquero. Ganyan din kabilis ang kanyang hard speed. Oh! Kalei Mao runs it straight into the defense of Dindin Santiago Manabat.
I mean, sino pa yung katabi dito ni Dindin? No other or none other than her sister,
Jaja.
Jaja. It actually hit Jaja that time, that cross-court hit. When Jaja was all over that, F2 couldn't keep that one alive.
Battle of Giants that time. And F2 wins the point. And that one, there's gonna be Abby Maranyo running into the net. Pero nauna daw bumagsak yung bola, so it is a point for F2. So just like that, 3 unanswered points now for the Tornadoes. Marian Buitre. Short
Great
serve.
target.
And Miss Everywhere is there. Mao on the push. Adorador. And that is dug up there by Aragalang. Back set ngayon, Kim Kiana D. Kept alive by Dindin. Ea Laure. Almost. One more time around para sa Foton. Back set ngayon, Dindin. Floor defense of F2 is covering everything. Mao!
All about being unpredictable here, Kalei Mao. You know how she can attack. You know the power that she has. And this time, going for that off-speed attack as we take a look at this dive coming from Mao also. That off-speed attack, confusing, and you can see the hesitation from Adorador, yeah.
5-4 F2. Jaja na Pawi agad. 6'6" from Tanza Cavite.
This was the kind of attack that worked for Foton in the early part of that first set na medyo nawala. Nakita natin yan towards the end. Kailangan tuloy-tuloy ng Foton.
Ito na kanyang ate, Denise. Dindin Santiago Manabat. Tied at 5. Oops. Napalakas. JSLC sending it to zone 1. Quick reflexes that time by Galang. Adorador, C, quick play, and ganda naman ang abang ng depensa ni Kalei Mao.
Masyadong mababa eh. That's a problem with that last play coming from Foton. Set was too high. Ang taas ng reach ni Jaja. And, you know, limited yung options mo to do something about it. And of course, Mao was already there also manning that cross-court hit.
And if in case makalusot, nandun din naman etong si Majoy Baron, 4-2 in favor of F2 in terms of blocks. But Jaja Santiago, relentless, tied at 6.
Yeah, it doesn't matter kung mablock si Jaja. If you're Giselle C, you have to feed her time and time again. Paulit-ulit lang. Hanggat nandyan sa harap, there's really no reason not to.
This will be the last rotation, of course, of Jaja in front. They want to get as much as they can. And Ea Laure, the teenager from UST. So Foton now grabbing the upper hand, Denise.
Well, Foton, whenever they target that short, mas maganda yung chances nila of messing up that defense of F2. Look at their formation. If you look at their formation right now, lahat nakabang sa dulo.
And we are tied at 7 on that service error. So here is Calais Mao this time. Product of the University of Arizona. Too strong, almost scores. Para kay Dindin, pamimigay tuloy ito ni Baron. C. And on the delay, Jaja Santiago. Bagsak na daw Don Macandili, did not get to it in time. And this has been a hard-fought first portion of the second set. Lamang na po ang Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy 8-7. It's not all power. Coming from Jaja Santiago just by a split second. Beating Miss Everywhere, Don Macandili to the spot. Stay with us for more PSL action when we return.
Wala kaming police power eh.
Theoretically, wouldn't that be the case then?
Because our poverty level is 23%.
People assume that we're interrogating our sources, but very often what people don't realize is we just have very real conversation, very honest, very frank, and that's what I would like to think we try to bring to the chiefs.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are the chances of seeing Cha-Cha?
The Supreme Court had its own ruling that seemed to have changed.
Yes. I think the highest value that we can offer people is a conversation and a sense that they are part of that conversation.
The Chiefs.
Dinding Santiago Manabag was injured for a long time, but look at Jaja and Dinding's combination, the Great Wall of Foton.
Yeah, 14 attacks, but the 5 blocks of Jaja and 3 blocks of Dindin in their last game against PLDT. But you know what? In the top 10 blockers that we have, number 2, itong si Jaja. Number 10 naman, itong si Dindin. At, I mean, they're solid when they're in front.
And we have this report from Selena Dagdag.
For Jaja Santiago, it's really how F2 establishes the blocks that make things most challenging. Kaya ang pinractice niya daw talaga at pinag-aralan the past days is kung paano niya daw papalusutin ang kanyang mga atake. Asked when she feels pressured carrying such a heavy responsibility for her team in this game, sabi niya no. She doesn't see it as pressure but rather as an opportunity to inspire her teammates to play all heart and play with positivity. Denise and Noah.
Thank you very much, Selena. As we are tied right now at 8, galing sa likod, Mao, kanyang tulak. C, naabangan, and that stays in for Aragalang.
Good read by Aragalang. Giselle, he was a frontliner at hindi niya nakakalimutan yan. Obviously, binabantayan niya both that front and back part of that right arm. Alam niya na na pwedeng maghulog itong si Giselle C. Well read.
Actually, Giselle C tried that 4 times already today, successful once. Galang does the setting now for Calais. Giselle C reads it well. Ea Laure sets it, pero napalangas ang punta rito kay Shai Adorador. C doing some libero skills. And that's still kept alive here by Baron. Mao setting it out to Galang. Aragalang in between Jen Reyes at itong si Ea Laure.
And I told you, Aragalang, she's the type that she could calculate that attack very well. She would normally go long kahit nasa harap siya. Yung backline, alam mo na that she would target that end line. But even with her attacks in the net, maganda yung mga long passes niya or long attacks niya.
And that block stays in. Everybody starting to pitch in now at the net para dito sa F2 Logistics. Now we're gonna have a timeout called by Aaron Velez. Tatlo nang abante rito ng Cargo Movers.
yung nagko-commit ka. Kung anong sinasabi sa'yo, nagtutuloy ka lang. Pero kapag nagbibigay tayo ng instruction lang din, pangatawa natin, yun na naman nakaisa na tayo. Yung halimbawa, dumaan yung buwan na wala tayong attempt. Hindi pwede yung ganun, guys. Nakatatlo sila. Dapat maximum of 2 lang hanggat maaarap patay tayo ng patay kasi doon tayo kakapit. Huwag tayo magpapalamang. Ngayon, Mar, kapag ganito, nakaabang na dito, ganda natin yung pasa, kalas na tayo. Kahit mag-backwick ka, kahit ad-lib lang tayo. Kasi pag lahat nandito, naka-compress natin.
Coach Aaron wanting separation in their offense dahil nga nababasa nila sa masyado ng F2 dito. I mean, somebody could run that slide. Both blockers are there. Make Abby Maraño run to the other side at baka mas magkaroon sila ng tsansa dahil naiipit na nga daw yung atake nitong Foton.
They've not got to Buitre as much in this second set, though. Adorador cannot score. Tatlo kabate rito ng F2. Kept alive by Jen Reyes. Giselle C. Adorador, narinig tayo. At gumawa ng paraan na makagawa. So 11-9, F2 still on top. This brings up the young lady from Noveleta, Giselle C. Statwa muna bago serve. Fajardo, magugulat. Reyes, and a free ball from Buitre. Abby on the run, and nobody there to stop her. Jen Reyes surviving an assassination attempt.
You gotta respect Abby Maraño. You can't just let her go like that, especially in that slide attack, which she loves so much. Walang sumabay sa kanya from Foton.
Kim Fajardo. Goya ni Laure. She's sending it. Oh, great defense! However, it stays out. Ang ganda na sana ng abang doon ni Kim Kiana D. See this one again. I mean, talk about anticipation. Oh, that was actually Abby Maraño. But that one just stayed out. Dalawa ang abante rito ng Cargo Movers. Shaya Adorador. Di nakabuelo pero hulog ang gagawin. Laure gets to it. Back set ngayon. Dindin kept alive by Macandili but no second ball coming. Nag-alangan ito si Fajardo. That's supposed to be her ball. But when Galang was coming in, bumitiw din siya.
Well, I guess because Galang has done such an amazing job setting the ball as well. Di ba may mga times na nakikita natin siya kahit quick play or slide, binibigyan niya si Maraño.
Again, credit Dindin though for that cut shot.
Yep. Good read, good call by Macandili.
Macandili, former league MVP, the first ever libero to actually win that accolade. Hinayaan na lang lumabas. 13-11 F2 Logistics. It was at around this point in the first set kung nakabiglas itong kupunan ng F2. Hulog galing kay Buitre, nabasa. Mau. That finds the line.
Nobody defending that corner as well for Foton. Maganda yung pagkakaiwas dito ni Kalimao. Just hitting the blockers actually. Yung fingers ni Dindin Santiago. It's all the same butas, oh. Sweeper left in the middle for Foton. All F2 had to do was choose a corner.
Here's C right now. Going to Laure. And Laure, she is so good at that. Yung poporma siya na akala mo bobombahin niya, biglang doink, iuhulog lang pala.
Ganda kasi yung yung kasa nito ni Ea. Really deceiving, selling that attack well.
So now Marian Buitre, umabol pa sa number 38 in scoring after coming off the bench for more than half the conference. Natuloy din na Denise.
Actually, dun sa count ko nga, Noel, she hasn't started at least for the first 9 or 10 games itong Foton. But ever since she started for Coach Aaron Velez, ginamit na siya ng ginamit. And that is one of the reasons why.
Almost another ace there. Here's Santiago. Going up now to Ea Laure. Sending it deep this time. Hinabol na yan ni Aragalang. They'll go to Calais. Calais off speed na naman. And that fools Adorador and Laure.
You know what? If you're Kalimao, yes, keep on doing that. You see that there's really hesitation in the floor defense of Foton, lalo na dito kay Shaya Adorador. That has been happening to her a while ago. And she was the one who's supposed to get that. Because if you think about it, Aya, if she doesn't get it, she could just back up and be ready for an attack. But communication not there for Foton.
They're now testing Adorador's defense, which is ironic because she did so well against PLDT, leading the defense. And there is Jaja scoring once again. Now Ate Dindin up to serve. 15-14 F2 Logistics. Close fight here in set number 2. Dindin, 6 attack points so far. Galang. Fajardo, quick play. Baron. On the delay. Hindi na itawid that time.
Masyadong gigil itong si Jaja.
And that will bring us to our second technical timeout. F2 Logistics, nasugpit ulit ang kalamangan. Abante sila ng 2 puntos, 16-14. Magbabalik po kami.
Kapatid! Check out fresh updates and latest happenings sa Kapatid TV5 with just a click away. From promos to schedules and events. Pwede mo ring mapanood ang mga favorite shows at exclusive contents ng Kapatid TV5. Anytime, anywhere. Just subscribe, like, follow, and visit our website. At sure na you won't miss anything, everything. Kapatid TV5.
Because ball is life.
De La Cruz on the run side. Seeing the fact that the San Miguel players are attacking the rim tonight.
You can't stop them to fly.
Making things happen. On the other end, galit na galit. Pagdakdak ni Chapi Taguer.
The highly anticipated battles. Only on the country's premier basketball league. 2019 PBA Commissioner's Cup airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Bunot tayo ngayon kay Selena Dagdag.
Noel Denise, kita naman natin how Kalemao had a very powerful performance in their quarterfinals match kontra Santa Lucia. And kwento ni Kale, they worked very hard and they prepared for Santa Lucia like they did with any other team, and it showed in that game. Now today as they go up against Foton, sabi ni Kale, she's sure the Tornadoes would be targeting her and they would commit to her and her blocks, and it would really take the entire team to defeat Foton. Thus, she told her teammates paulit-ulit in the past days, it would really take all of us. And the same case goes to limiting the Santiago sisters and Elaine Casilla. Noel Denise.
Well, yeah, they are asserting their might right here, Denise. Another bomb here coming from Calais. Total team effort. Abby Maraño, siya yung nagsisimula talaga ng atake rito. But now Calais Mao is on 5th gear. As F2 Logistics has now built a 3-point lead. Des Cheng in the top 50 in scoring. Almost an ace. And that one is going to be a violation against Foton. Crossing.
Yes.
Si Giselle C.
You know, I think that has been a problem as well for Foton here in the second set. How many times have we seen Giselle C struggle here in the second as compared to the first kung saan nakakapag-set up sila ng opensa?
Another timeout for Aaron Velez.
Huwag yung munang intindihin yung mga kasama natin. Gawin muna ulit natin yung responsibility natin kasi walang ginagawang kakaiba. Halimbawa yung kay Shaya, di ba? Tumaas, nag-steep. Scoop tayo, pataas na natin yung bola para meron tayong set and spike. Nag-short, sobrang bagal, dilan natin sa ilalim ng net. Diba? Kailangan lang muna natin, kunin natin yung rhythm natin. Kasi nangyayari, yung aggressiveness ng atake natin nawawala. Okay? Kalimutan natin, pass na tayo.
Pag naglalaban itong F2, pati na rin Foton, isa sa tinatampok ang libero battle.
Well, I mean, we have two of the best liberos here on your screen. 17 excellent sets for Macandili against Santa Lucia. 19 for Jen Reyes against PLDT. And you know, Don Macandili is averaging 21.6 excellent digs per game. Si Jen Reyes naman, 17.1. I mean, those are spectacular numbers from these two.
And those are elite performances from two of the best in the game today. Here's Jen Reyes. Muntik ng matisod. I think natisod nga si Jen Reyes. Trying to send that one to Aya Laure. And another unforced error against Foton.
And again, even coming off that last time out of Coach Aaron Velez, it was really all about being more composed, getting back into this game. And sabi niya, wala namang masyadong binago yung F2. It's just Foton is committing a lot of errors.
That's right.
Yun yung nangyari in set 1. And it's evident that that is what's happening here as well.
13-3 in terms of errors. But the offensive Foton has been doing a good job. Jaja Santiago once again. Pero again, 13-3 in the semifinals in one set. That's kind of hard to swallow if you're Foton. But at least ngayon, Jaja Santiago finding her spots. Nasa harapan pa rin siya. They must go to her again. Aya. Good serve once again. Cheng. Perez on the quick play again. They go to Jaja once again.
Good adjustment this time by Jaja Santiago. Set was a bit too low for her still, but this time not forcing the issue. Just wanting to get that ball over.
How about this? A rare timeout for F2 Logistics. Although lamang ang F2 dito sa ating laban, Jaja Santiago has had her fair share of highlights, already double figures. Ito si Jaja Santiago with 10 points.
9 attacks so far from Jaja, but again, I think we have missed seeing her name, especially here in the second set. In the first, you would see her getting those quick, even a tumba, which is basically just sliding from zone 2 towards to the middle of that court. Pinapaikot talaga siya ni Giselle C, and I think that's what they need to do again here para dito sa Foton.
Ivy Perez is in, but that's a service error. Another error against Foton, this time coming from the youngster, Ea Laure. So 2016, Kaleimao at the back. But that doesn't mean that she's not dangerous from there. Service faults, however, Foton 7-2. That's not a stat you want to lead in. Adorador, almost. Kept alive. Mao galing likod. Single block coming from Jaja Santiago.
See the aggressiveness there from Jaja Santiago, not wanting to let go of that. That is considered a chance ball already, especially with you see the way that Kaleimao approached it. Alam mo namang hindi hampasin ng malakas but Jaja wanted to stop it right then and there.
But Jaja is now at the back. So big lag drop in terms of height, and Majoy Baron dinaan sa bilis.
Oh, Majoy Baron, the way that she has performed, especially in the second round and the playoffs, pataas ng pataas yung efficiency niya.
You don't feel the 136 points that she has amassed this conference. Kasi karamihan doon sa blocks. There was one game she actually had 8 blocks. And here's Adorador. Turn back. Galang, too strong. Check ball ba?
They're asking for a check.
They will challenge this.
Yep. Mataas yung palo ni Ara, but...
Sino ba bumabantay? Si Din yata bumabantay. So this number 2 block touch on the challenge. So was it a block touch? Again, anything is possible if there's somebody 6'2" at the net.
Yes, oh.
Jaja nasa likod, so upswelto siya. You also have like a 5'10" center in Ivy Perez there as well. So this is the first challenge of F2 Logistics in this match. Foton is actually 0 for 2 in terms of challenges here. You only have 1 challenge remaining dito sa ating second set. First one used by F2 dito nga sa ating match. And it was all of the players who faced Ramil De Jesus and said,
They saw it.
Black touch.
Yep.
So officially our score is 21-17. Pending the result itong ating challenge. So again, second game po natin The 2-time defending champions Petron Blaze Spikers taking on Signal. Wala.
Wala.
Hindi nagbago ang ikot ng bola. That was the forehead, I think, of Dindin as well. So both teams are not successful in their challenges so far in this match. So it is now 18 serving 21. Perez. Cheng had to reach for that. There's Abby once again. This time inangat na niya. This is a chance now for Foton to go to Shaya. Inangat ni Kaleimao. Aragalang, Puelo, hulog. Kept alive by Jen Reyes. Isa pa para sa F2. Hulog na naman. Kept alive again by Reyes. And the entire F2 bench is saying that that ball was down. Abby Maraño finding the corner. It doesn't matter.
That is in. The good thing about F2 here is although Coach Ramil was already asking for a call a while ago, saying
they have
that
a
did
point.
not count. Yep.
They have a point.
But look at F2 not stopping in the way they played here. Abby Maraño still finding that open area at the back. At yun yung pinaka-importante doon. Regardless if you get your call that you want or not, you take that point for yourself.
Like a true captain, she just told everybody, play on. Wala pang pumipito. Fajardo, good serve. Perez on the back set, Adorador. And Paul Macandili doing superhero stuff once again. Shalang. Perez on the back set, going back to Shaya. Off the block, good! Shaya Adorador. Pumapalag pa rin. And again, you have to remember, throughout her entire collegiate career at the University of the East, mula freshman hanggang fifth year, leading scorer siya ng UE. Good reception by Mao. Quick play again, Abby Maraño. Hahabol ito ni Ea Laure. Free ball given up by Dindin Santiago Manabat. Fajardo sending it to Des Cheng. Extra step, and Des Cheng scores.
That is the separation that you'd always want to see. Look at the blockers of Foton here, following Abby Maraño, freeing up Des Cheng with that cross-court hit. And again, the floor defense of Foton wasn't ready for it. Cheng targeting long, targeting that corner of zone 5.
Dalawang punto sa lakadan. After one hand set coming from Ivy Perez for Marian Buitre. And look who's back in front now for Foton. Jaja Santiago back in front. Tandaan natin, nakaliwete itong si Ivy Perez, but she did a great job with that right hand. And Marian Buitre puts it away. 23-20, Macandili nagdalawang isip. And it's a service ace for Marian Buitre, her second in the match. Timeout, Ramil De Jesus. That was staying in.
It looked like it was gonna go in.
So timeout F2 Logistics.
Isang patay lang tayo, pa?
Tulong tayo.
Okay, one
stop tayo, one stop.
Gagambol yan ng serve, okay? Gagambol ng serve at kailangan natin may pasa.
Okay, confidence in passing. Let's go.
Bakit ka?
Follow kami, papatay kami. F2, movers. Let's go.
The confidence of Abby Maraño.
I mean, if you've been with this team and you've played together for so long, ganyang klaseng all you have to do is really keep your teammates calm and remind them kung ano yung kailangan. Especially, again, look at the front line of Foton here. Santiago sisters are in front. That one good pass will be crucial for them to get this point back.
Buitre has been serving well. There's another one. This time, Macandili buys them time. Mao, inangat. Ivy Perez sending it to Dindin, and Dindin misses. And we have 3 set points for F2 Logistics. And a challenge by Foton. Hold on. Score is not yet official. So, anong number? Anong number 1? O number 1 ba yun?
I see someone from the Foton bench wanting to signal. Number 2, yeah. The block touch.
So block touch, ang habulin dito, hindi ball in, ball out because that was definitely out.
Yes.
Did anybody from F2 Logistics touch the ball before it went out? So dito sa net, medyo mabilis ang pagkuha niyan. You have to remember, there are cameras situated all over the court. Kulang na lang yung overhead camera ginagamit sa tennis, di ba? Yung Hawkeye technology natin. And tama si Seven, he said this the other day, it won't be long before that will be a norm in volleyball internationally. But right now, we are relying on the cameras dun sa may gilid, patrolling the lines, and of course, these two very sharp cameras patrolling the net. Was there a block touch?
Seemed like that was, it was clean.
Oh, kabuhok. Nailusot kay Kalemao. That's it for challenges. Para dito sa kupunan ng Foton, they are out of challenges for this set. And 3 set points for F2 Logistics. And of course, you want the captain to be serving at this juncture. Abby Maranyo from Antipolo City trying to give F2 a 2-0 lead in this match. Laure, cargadong tira, and here comes Chang Abby, and the stuff of Denise Stan flying all over the place. Dampot tuloy si Denise.
Nagpupulot tuloy.
Why, Denise Stan, you okay?
I'm okay.
You're okay, all right. So look at this, Abby Maranyo coming at you dito. We're of course right behind second referee Choi Bukid. And Ay.
Sorry, it's okay, Chang Abby.
24-22. Buti pa doon may nagpulas dito. Buti hindi tinamaan yung mga iniinom mo.
Buti ubos na yung kape ko. Maibaba nga dito sa sakit. Maaksidente tayo.
2 set points remain for F2 Logistics. Dindin Santiago Manabat.
Nice set.
Abby. Oh, nice dig. That goes to the other side. The Baron comes up short. An unforced error for F2 Logistics.
Kita mo yung hesitation ni Majoy eh. She wanted to go up for that regalo. Masyadong mataas. So she stepped back. Inintay niya ng konti for that ball to cross. Pero by the time napaluin niya na, hindi na fully extended yung kamay, and that will just hit the tape.
Down to 1 set point remaining for F2 Logistics. Dindin, good serve again. Fajardo sending it to Calais, and Calais puts it in. And Foton is out of challenges, so they will have to take the call on the floor. And F2 Logistics had to bleed for this one here in set number 2. Calais Mao with a clutch hit at just the right time to give F2 Logistics a 2-0 lead and 1 set away from the finals. Set number 3 happens when we return.
Saan man, kailanman kapatid, higit sa balita, aksyon.
Hindi porket tapos na ang aksyon, tapos na ang duty namin sa inyo. Kahit hindi nyo kita, tuloy-tuloy ang aming research. Pinag-aaralan ang mga anggulo ng issue at hinuhukay ang katotohanan.
When do we know that it's not getting out of hand?
Habang kailangan ng bayan ng impormasyon, habang walang katapusan ng balita,
Kung walang madedehado,
walang tigil din ang aming duty sa Pilipino.
magandang gabi.
We're going to start your day with the information you need, giving you the compelling stories, hottest headlines, and biggest issues for the day ahead. Let Sean and I take you one step ahead here on Rush Hour.
Rush Hour airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Managed to create a lead at muntik pang mahabol yan ng Foton towards the end. But in the end, itong F2 pa rin ang nagwagi, thereby solidifying a win in the first 2 sets. I'm sure you're all excited for our 3rd set, but for now, panoorin muna natin ang feature na ito. Get Physical with Marian Buitre.
Is that 5? Yes.
Hi, I'm Marian Buitre from the Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy, and I just got physical with ESPNW. Oh my God, push-up. Ayoko push-up.
What does PSL mean?
Philippine Super League.
How many players are there per team in volleyball?
14. 14? 14.
What's your favorite color?
Orange.
Name a favorite Spice Girl song.
Hindi ko alam. Tell me what you want to do. What you really want. Anong title na? Hindi ko alam.
Name a boy band.
Backstreet Boys.
What volleyball is played in the sand court?
Football. Is that mine? Hi, I'm Marian Buitre from the Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy, and I just got physical with ESPNW.
Ayaw daw niya mag-push-ups. Ikaw, ilang push-ups ang kaya mo gawin ng atleta ka? Baka hindi ko natatanungin kung ilan.
Huwag na natin pag-usapan yun. Pag-usapan na lang natin set highlights of set number 2. Makikita natin dito. Again, it was just a dominating net defense coming from F2. Diyan sila talaga nanaig sa pangalawang set natin. And of course, opensa nila. They were picking their shots. They were picking them well, going long, going for that donut hole, that off-speed attack, and even the drop shots right behind the blockers. And looking at the attacks, actually mas marami pa rin yung atake dito ng Foton. Pero mas marami din yung errors nila. Remember, it was 13-3 in the first set. Now it's 9-3. And look at the blocks, the net defense, like what I mentioned for F2. That has been their number one skill here. Dahil nung the past games din natin, sa unang dalawang beses na naglaban nga tong dalawang to, F2 had 7 blocks in their first game, 6 in their second. At yun yung nagiging solid pa din at consistent para dito sa F2.
And to think na on paper, mas matangkad ang Foton.
Yes.
As we have now set number 2, Foton needs to win this one to stretch it to a 4th. They need to win that one to stretch it to a 5th. At itong kupunan naman ng F2 Logistics. And again, good start by Foton. Foton has scored the first point in every set. But they have lost every set so far. Ivy Perez from Batangas City. Product of the National University.
Sure.
Wow, Ivy Perez. That's back-to-back aces. Para dito kay Ivy Perez.
Well, I mentioned this on top of the coverage. What Foton really needs to do here is mess up that defense right away. You have a very talented setter in Kim Fajardo who could just throw it everywhere or anywhere.
They are attacking Aragalang now on the reception, and Aragalang has been having a hard time containing the shots from Ivy Perez. 3 in a row.
And this is the biggest run of Foton in this.
Ties it, yeah, it ties it.
In this match.
3 unanswered, at least to begin the set, of course. So Ivy, si Mau tumatabi na rito. Aagawan ba ni Mau? No, they go to Magandili this time. And Don was not ready. Marian Buitre puts it away. 4 in a row to start set number 3 for Foton. And timeout, Ramil De Jesus. And you gotta be ready all the time. That time, Don Macandili took her eye off the ball momentarily. And now a timeout by F2 Logistics.
Sir, nakuha natin. So ready, naglakas na kasi nakaisip. Tatlong sunod na yan.
Okay.
So isang stop lang. Receive lang tayo ng tama. Then, tsaka tayo gumawa ng paraan kung paano atakin yan. Hindi natin may stop yan, okay? Stop natin siya.
Well, Coach Ramil addressing that reception. Right now, Foton has 7 aces as compared to just 3 of F2. And obviously, they are up by 4 points because of Ivy Perez attacking and being very consistent from that service line.
Tandaan natin, it's been a while since Ivy Perez actually started a set. It's always been Giselle C. They still have a third setter on the bench in Lai Bendong. So 4-0 Foton. 3 straight aces, almost a 4th one there. Mao will now attack.
Not over.
Comes up short.
Not over. That hits the tape directly.
So 5-0 Foton. This is now officially the largest run in the game for the Tornadoes.
Foton has just been forcing F2 to commit errors right now.
Ivy again. Kim Fajardo now on the quick play, and there's the response now finally from Majoy Baron.
At ang ganda ng atake ni Majoy Baron. It was a quick play, nothing new about that. But look at her shift that direction of that attack. Going to her left side, kita niya walang bantay doon. Din Santiago Manabat was just waiting on the floor. She saw her opening and she took it.
Good reception there coming from Ea Laure, getting the start here in the third. Oh! Shaya Adorador, again deceptive. Hindi mo alam kailan niya lalakasan, kung kailan siya magpe-placing. It's the same arm motion.
Yep. And look at her target, that zone 5. She will get a touch here, a block touch from that left hand of Aragala.
Yeah.
And again, that defense, the sweeper left in the middle para sa F2.
6-1 Foton here in the third. Nahirapan na naman sa first ball, just getting that one across. Ang F2, Ea Laure na ang pangandaan time ni Aragalang. So it has been the defense of F2. Tama naman sinasabi nila, minsan mamalasi ka sa opensa, pero sa depensa, walang malas-malas sa depensa. It's just a bunch of hard work. Perez now. Ea likes it that close, and why not? She scores again.
You know, blessing in disguise na naging ganun kadikit yung bola because with that ball being that near to the net, it opens up that angle where Ea can get it through the blockers, between two blockers rather. Ayun no, may butas dun sa gap na yon. But without that distance from the net, mas mahihirapan si Ea.
Pareho sila ni Rachel Landakis likes the set to be very, very near the net. Mao likes it the opposite way. Back set ngayon. Din, Santiago sisters in front now for Foton. And that one goes through the block for Kim Kiana D, who's had a quiet day today.
Smart move coming from KKD. Again, saw that opening. Malayo yung kamay ni Ea, hindi nakasubo sa block. There was an opening down the line as well.
Majoy Baron. The 14 in scoring. Oh, Jaja just powered her way through the defense. At itong kupunan ng Foton, biglang nagising dito in the third set. They're up 8-3. And Jaja Santiago doing Jaja Santiago things. 5-point lead for the Tornadoes. We'll be back. Stay with us.
U.S. gunboat and patrols were sent.
One man cuts through these noises.
Drafters of the Federal Charter are here.
Probes the biggest stories and asks the toughest questions.
Why are we suddenly into a constitutional change? What is constructive possession of illegal drugs? What's wrong with the formula?
Join Cito Beltran in Agenda. Airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
We're going to start your day with the information you need. Giving you the compelling stories, hottest headlines, and biggest issues for the day ahead. Let Sean and I take you one step ahead here on Rush Hour.
Rush Hour airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Maganda na yung pinakita niya all throughout the conference. But again, like what I mentioned earlier, it took 9 to 10 games bago siya mag-start for Foton. Pero yung pinakamaganda doon, the first time she started, she actually got 9 points against Signal.
Correct. Well, Selena Dagdag adds more to that right now. Selena.
Kita naman natin how the Foton Tornadoes had a lethargic start when they lost the first set of their quarterfinals match kontra PLDT. And kwento ng then match MVP na si Marian Buitre, nagsimula daw sila na tila lahat sila nagmamadali. They were all out of phase, rushing what they needed to do. Thankfully, heading into the succeeding sets, they managed to settle down and dictate the tempo of the game by focusing on their execution and their communication. And that's something they wish to do once again kontra F2. Tignan natin if magagawa ulit na.
They're showing that right now, Selena. Etong kupunan ng F2's kicked it into another gear right now. A large 5-point lead. Large considering the way that F2 has just really dominated this match.
Well, look at just Jaja Santiago
overpowering.
Yeah. Yes, overpowering the blockers of F2. Maganda naman yung tapat sa kanya
Ea.
Good.
Oy.
I was gonna say good flight on that serve.
Ea Laure, nung high school yan, when I used to cover in high school, I think I had 5 consecutive aces because of that. Yung pinapadaplis niya sa net, tapos ihuhulog, hindi naka-adjust.
Kala mo pinapractice.
Oo, parang talaga sinasadya niya. That time it did not work though. That is 9 service faults now para dito sa Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy.
Nice set.
Ivy Perez, Shaya! Just missing.
Ganda ng lipat ng bola coming from Ivy Perez. Just too much angle from Shaya Dorador.
Lead down to 3. Foton 9, F2 Logistics 6. Kalimao. Laure with the reception. Oh! Jaja had so much space and the set was great already coming from Ivy Perez. Sometimes that happens.
And Jaja just quickly apologizing, still smiling. Ganda yung bigay sa kanya. It's just that miscontact lang.
Calais. They'll try the same play. No, Ivy Perez. Angulat. Aragalang. Kept alive by Jen Reyes. They go to the back. Din. Yes!
Good play. First time that Foton executed that. A back quick attack to Jaja, deceiving again the blockers, then going back to the pipe for Dindin Santiago Manabat. And that will create the separation at the net.
Oo. Hindi na nakalipat si Aragalang that time.
Masyado nang malayo eh.
Jaja on the serve. That's too near the net. Kim Fando tries to power it through. Jaja galing likod. Makandili. Sa kabila. Alanganin para kay Ara. Still kept alive there by Aragalang. Now, tulak galing sa likod. Ivy Perez, hinatid papunta kay Shaya, off speed. Abby Maraño. Oh, that's gonna drop in for F2 Logistics.
And that has been the biggest difference in this match. And you see Foton.
Hold on, there's a challenge. This is coming from Foton. Foton is 0 for 3 in challenges today. Let's see if they finally get this one. Number 5 daw, sabi ni assistant coach Brian Esquivel.
Foot fault.
Yeah, it is number 5. Number 5. Foot fault. So let's see if that is a foot fault. Kanina pa, this was in the middle of the rally though.
I think they were trying to call it on Abby.
Yeah. This was in the middle of the rally. Nung tinawag yung, nung it's alleged that Abby Maraño committed a foot fault. So kung gagamitin natin yung mga lumang tape, rewind. Rewind na gagawin natin. Hahanapin mo pa kung saan portion of that rally because there's a lot of shots exchanged there. Almost a minute long on that exchange. So again, itong kupunan ng Foton, they are up by 2. Should that call go into their favor, it will be 11-8. Or 11-7 rather. It is officially 10-7 right now. So again, F2 Logistics went undefeated for more than half of the tournament.
Yes.
Then dropped a 5-setter to Petron. And then the next game,
a 5-setter to
PLDT. So yung mga tipong improbable na nangyari sa kanila in a spell of 1 week. And Kalema was actually saying that was one of the worst weeks she's ever had to go through with the F2. Pero again, this week is another week, and they have not lost since.
Tsaka ganda ng abuelo nila papasok dito ng semifinals. Again, they battled it out against Santa Lucia in the quarterfinals, taking that game only in 3 sets. 25-10, 25-14, 25-17.
Just a little over an hour yung ginastos nila doon to win that one against Santa Lucia. At ito nga, it's nice to see para sa F2 Logistics that they are starting to get healthy again with KKD, pati na rin ito si Kim Fajardo.
Ito na.
Abby. Bumagsak. Kaya pa, pero naitawid na yung bola. So naitaas pa niya.
Naitaas na yung bola. I think that's what they were trying to challenge. Pero bumagsak na, tumawid na yung bola.
Correct. So 0 for 4 ang Foton for challenges in this match. Lead is down to 2. Who benefited the most from that break? Jen Reyes inangat ang tira ni Mao. Setting now, Ea Laure. This is a perfect one for Shaya Dorador. And you have to remember that Ea Laure during her high school days was also a setter.
Yes, and you mentioned it a while ago, pagpasok nga ni Ea, pwede siya mag-set. She could be there for the defense, for the offense. A Good height on that ball. Shaya, again, remembering where she scored last. Naalala natin, before that challenge, she had a down-the-line hit. Went back to that area and a different kind of attack.
And the young lady who started the run here in set number 3 is back at the service line, where she scored 3 straight aces. This time, naiangat. Buitre gives it up. One more time around for F2 Logistics. Aragalang, nilakasan na, and Aragalang scores.
Aragalang still targeting that end line. Kanina pa natin mention yan since the start of this match. She hasn't really changed it. I mean, you wouldn't really expect her to go down to that attack line. So those defending that end line, dapat ready na silang kumuha ng mahaba when it's Aragalang attacking.
Ang problema, pag hinabol mo naman yung mahaba, uhulugan ka naman.
Well, it's easier to move forward than backward.
That's true. Great reception there coming from Ea Laure. Dindin almost scoring. Quick play, Majoy Baron. Ea is still there. They set up Dindin, and Dindin gets it through. Nakulat si Kin Kiana D na may volleyball na lang sa harapan ng kanyang muka.
Dindin Santiago Manabat attacking hard, attacking low, getting it through the space that was given to her by KKD that time. Yes, the reach was there, the timing was there, but look at that gap between the two hands of KKD. Doon pinadaan ni Dindin yung bola.
Yung mga mapapanaginipan mo mamayang gabi. Fajardo, quick play. Baron comes up short. And Foton is on a roll here in set number 3.
You know, it really started from Foton again, attacking from the service line.
And a change now. Aduke Ogunsanya is going to see her first action. Majoy Baron hits the bench. Shaya Adorador has kept Elaine Casilag on the bench today. Fajardo. Galang, cross court. Read well by Perez. And it's given up by Dindin. Fajardo, quick play. Aduque. There's the backside again for Dindin. Santiago Manabat.
Smart thinking by Dindin. Of course, if you have somebody new coming in, especially the middle blocker, you would want them to really move. And look at Dindin seeing that Aduque will be late for this, not even attempting to go up for that block. So butas kagad ang depensa ng F2.
And a timeout by Ramil De Jesus. His third set up to this point. No, it's not a timeout. It is a challenge. Block touch, that was earlier than the point though. Oh, then they're going to call a timeout. So there is no challenge. It is a timeout by F2 Logistics.
Tayo wala nang ibang pwedeng tumapat doon kundi tatalong ka na lang, bumla ka na lang. Diba? O hindi natin bibigyan ng kumpiyansang kalaban, pumalo. Hanggang tayo para bumlak, ipasok natin yung kamay. Huwag natin hayaan na lalapit yung bola sa kamay natin. Hindi mangyayari yun. Tayo mag-i-initiate kung paano abutin yan.
Let's go, one time yun. Tayo, gusto natin. Tayo. F2,
Sinesermonan si Aduque, hindi naman nakatingin kay Aduque. Look at the preliminary round results. Again, we mentioned this earlier. F2 only allowing 7 sets in 2 matches. Or getting it in 7 sets in 2 matches.
Yes, yun nga yung minimension natin kanina. In terms of attacks, mas nakakarami talaga ang F2 when it comes to those last 2 games. But you know what? When it came to services, again, in the second outing, it was 10 aces para dito sa F2 as compared to Foton na 2 lang. Pero dito, tables have turned. That Foton na ang umaatake sa service line.
Torador with a good serve. Mao has been held in check here in the third. Dindin. No. Oh, they call a check ball, yeah.
There's a check at the net.
And again, you attack the new girl.
Yun na nga, yung reminder ni Coach Ramil, kailangan ikaw yung humabol sa bola. That spiker is not gonna want you or target your hands.
Yeah.
Sa lahat ng drills ng volleyball, laging iniiwasan o iibabawa ng attacker.
Shaya with another good serve. Kalei! Jen Reyes! And an easy put away from
That was reaching beyond the net.
Overreach,
Overreach because the ball hasn't crossed the tape yet and KKD was there to get it right away. Kaya hahabulin sana ni Ivy Perez, hindi niya na nakuha.
Right. And here is the clinical example of what an overreach is.
Inunahan niya eh. Should have waited up until that ball was on top of the tape.
7-point lead for Foton into our second technical timeout of set number 3.
his life.
De La Cruz on the run side. Seeing the fact that the San Miguel players are attacking the rim tonight.
You can't stop them to fly.
Making things happen. On the other angle, galit na galit. Pagdakdak ni Chapi Taguer.
The highly anticipated battles. Only on the country's premier basketball league. 2019 PBA Commissioner's Cup airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Kapatid! Check out fresh updates and latest happenings sa Kapatid TV5 with just a click away. From promos to schedules and events. Pwede mo ring mapanood ang mga favorite shows at exclusive contents ng Kapatid TV5. Anytime, anywhere. Just subscribe, like, follow, and visit our website. At sure na you won't miss anything, everything. Kapatid TV5.
Our defense, they're helping out a lot in that department.
Aduke getting her first point of the match on a quick play. So that's one way to restore Aduke's confidence, is to get her involved in the offense.
And to, again, reestablish the fact that there is a threat in the middle para sa F2.
Service ace para din sa umpunan ng F2. That's Aragala getting that one. 11 serving 6. F2 Logistics down by 5 but up 2 sets to nothing. Semifinals, twice to beat po ang F2. He set it to the back and Marian Buitre is gonna hit the antenna. 3 unanswered now for F2 Logistics since the technical timeout. Aragalang, don't believe she's only got 5 points in this game the way she's been playing. Those are her numbers. Dindin is set back. Kalemao with the block. 4 in a row for F2 Logistics, and here they come. Sabi nga ni Kalemao, she's starting to take pride in her blocking, and that's exactly what she did in that last play. Timeout called by Aaron Velez.
Huwag natin babaguhin. Diba, ibigay mo yung magandang pasa, matangkad si ID. Okay? Hindi pwede to. Saya, sa'yo, ilayo mo lang yun. Doon tayo magsimula, nakahanda. Pag kay Ea, huwag ka na magmamadali. Kailangan umabot sa antena, papikin mo lang. Pasatan tayo, ha? Yun. Hinga lang, hinga lang.
How has Kalemao been doing today? Well, depensa niya. Kasama na rin sa equation dito. We all know that she can score. But she's also varied her shots here today. However, only 9 points.
Yeah, I mean, 9 points, I think, is still okay for Kalemao nga here in this match because she has gotten the support coming from F2. Pero yung maganda kanina, dun sa timeout ni Coach Ramil, she was telling everybody to just get that first ball, get that serve in because she's in front and basically telling them, akong bahala.
Yeah. Ea, yes. Ea Laure not playing like a teenager anymore. Another sub for F2. Aragalang sits down. Mitch Morente will see her first action of the match. Angat ulit sa apat. And Marian Buitre, 6 points a day. Product of the University of the Philippines. Fajardo. Aduke na abangan ni Dindin.
Masyadong malaki yung depensa sa gitna and even towards that right side of Foton for them to go with that quick play, yung tumutumba. It's still towards the direction of the Santiago sisters.
Oops. And Marian Buitre hits it into the net. May konting cushion pa rito. Itong Foton, they're up by 4. This now brings up Aduke Gonzania. The serve. Wow, only 2 service errors for F2. 10 na para sa Foton.
Masyado nang marami yan.
Make that 3 service errors for F2. And now ito ngayon, si Dindin Santiago Manabat. Who do you target here? Kapapasok pa lamang ni Morente, but she's a pretty good receiver. They go to Morente. Fajardo. Mau! Kept alive!
That's good.
Going back to Calais. Yes! Makatayo nga rin. Nakatayo na kayong dalawa ni Renzo Kiko dito.
And look at Kali Mao. Turning to Kali. Wow, taking advantage of that open spot in the middle. Challenging Reyes, challenging Manabat.
Best Cheng comes back in. Apat ang abante ng Foton. Isa pa ganyan kay Kaleimaw. Hindi na siya Kaleiwaw. Halimaw na ang tawag sa kanya. Cheng. Jen Reyes. Jaja doing the set for Ate Dindin. Fajardo on the rod. That is for Maraño. Ivy Perez. Jaja.
Good challenge by Kim Fajardo there, but Jaja just too strong in that last play.
And too near the net na yan. That is, sa The Matrix, that is the sound of inevitability, Mr. Anderson. You better watch it.
Cannot relate.
Wow! Isa pa. Parang kalamay ni Dindin. Shaya! Oh, ho, ho, ho! Shaya Adorador!
Same end line target for Shaya Adorador. A while ago I mentioned, if it's Shaya attacking, either she goes down the line to zone 1 or to zone 5 because the sweeper in the middle naiiwan. That time, it was Momo choosing a different direction for that defense.
Hindi na pa daw ginagawa ni Aragalang sa kanila yan. Bawi naman ng konti. Now, wow, hey, Laure playing like a libero. Adorador, hulog. They'll go to Calais. Oh, Calais comes up short. Tatlong puntos na lang kailangan ng Foton.
Good intention behind that attack coming from Kalimao. Going for that off-speed hit. And she wanted to go in the middle, not behind the blockers. Kanina nabasa siya doon ni Dindin. But this time, too soft of a shot coming from Calais.
Pito ang abante. What a serve there coming from Ea Laure. Mao, no! And almost decapitating assistant coach Brian Esquivel in the process. Timeout called now by F2 Logistics. Hold on, is it a timeout or a challenge? Oh, challenge ito. Galing kay Coach Romil. So what is the challenge? This should be a block touch. Number 2 block touch, I believe. Oh, they call it number 3, net touch. So let's see if they get this one right now. Nobody has won a challenge today. 0 for 4 ang Foton, 0 for 1 ang F2 Logistics. And it comes at a very, very important portion of set number 3. Now, if there's any team that can come down from 23-15 down, it's F2. I remember, I believe it was 2015, F2 was down 9-14 in the 5th set and won.
Yeah, but that's character right there.
I think the score then was like 17-15 yata yun. Coming down from 9-4. 9-14 rather. So net fault ang hanapin nila. That must have come at the earlier portion of the rally. And sometimes nga, yung mga referees nga natin, they will miss it sa sobrang bilis ng aksyon. Was there a net fault? I believe that was Dindin.
No, but it was a ball that hit the net. Sakto at the right time. And even as she was going down, malinis yung talon dyan nitong Foton.
So the challenge is unsuccessful. No team has won a challenge today. Interesting. 0 for 6 in terms of challenges. Ea Laure, 2 points away from claiming the third. Gogomao. Jen Reyes, there again. Ivy Perez leaving it for Shaya. Ang ganda ng abang ni Abby Maraño.
Closing that hit coming from Adorador. Basa niya na eh, where that arm swing will go. Direction. Just that control at the net.
Balik si Ara Galang. On the floor now para sa F2. Kalimao. Up the serve. Laure Perez galing likod din. Makandili, hinatid papunta kay Galang. Galang trying to challenge. Abby Maranyo right there again. Back-to-back points now for the Cargo Movers. 17 serving 23. Now again. This time a little short on the serve. Oh, hang time. Jaja still kept alive. Reyes, Perez, Santiago. The NU triumvirate that time.
Mas maganda pa na medyo napataas yung bolang binigay dito kay Jaja because the blockers were already there, na-display na rin yung kamay.
Akala ko may challenge na naman dito.
May pinapunasan lang itong si
lang.
referee Choi.
Inutusan ni Kim Fardo. Ulit nga rito. Mula sa mga to.
Mabuti nang sigurado.
Yes.
At safe tayo.
Player safety is paramount. Once again, we've also had international volleyball events in this building. A couple of years ago, we had the international or the Asian Seniors Women's Championship here in Muntinlupa Sports Center. 7 set points. Ilan ang kailangan dito ng Foton. Din. Mao gets to it. Fajardo. Galang going deep. Din inabot. Sabi ni Marian Buitre, siya na mamimigay. Fajardo. Dug up that time by Din. Oh! Marian Buitre puts it away. And Foton is going to extend this match to a 4th set, Denistan.
Smart thinking there by Ivy Perez. Look at them. Look at her feet. Buitre that time. Again, ang laki ng butas because you would expect it again to go back to Shaya Dorador or Dinde Santiago Manaba. They have been doing great things in set number 3. Pero yung Marian Buitre, gulat move na yon. That is what gave them life here. We extend this match to the 4th when we come back.
US gunboat and patrols were sent.
One man cuts through these noises,
Drafters of the Federal Charter are here.
probes the biggest stories, and asks the toughest questions.
Why are we suddenly into a constitutional change? What is constructive possession of illegal drugs? What's wrong with the formula?
Join Cito Beltran in Agenda. Airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
We're going to start your day with the information you need, giving you the compelling stories, hottest headlines, and biggest issues for the day ahead. Let Sean and I take you one step ahead here on Rush Hour.
Rush Hour airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Balik po ngayon ang Spike Zone. My name is Selena Dadag and you guys are currently watching the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers battles out with the Foton Tornadoes. So kita naman natin what a strong start from the Tornadoes as they were able to commit to 3 straight aces behind Ivy Perez, and they definitely finished that set strong as well with an 8-point advantage. I'm sure you're all excited for the next set. But for now, panoorin muna natin itong hashtag moments with Giselle.
Hi, this is Giselle C. from Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy, and this is my hashtag moments. First picture ko is yung graduation ko with my mom. Kasama ko siya, so para sa akin, isa siya sa mga memorable memory sa akin na dumating sa buhay ko. Kung i-hashtag ko siya, my inspiration. So yung second picture ko is yung FEU days ko. Kasi unang-una, alma mater ko siya. Doon ako almost 5 years ng buhay ko, doon umiikot. And para sa akin, doon nag-improve yung volleyball skills and career ko. So, kung i-hashtag ko siya, may alma mater. So, yung third picture ko is picture with my friends. So, pagkasama ko sila, sobrang saya, talagang malilimutan mo yung problema mo, and tatawa ka lang ng tatawa. Walang moment na boring kasi lahat sila may sense humor kausap. So, kung i-hashtag ko siya, may walwal friend. Foton family ko. Kasi, syempre, sila yung kasama ko today and ang tagal ko na rin silang nakakasama. So, para sa akin, through ups and down, kasama ko sila. May problema man, wala, may masaya man kami or hindi, andyan lagi sila para sa amin. And kung re-hashtag ko siya, my family. Yung picture ko, eto din talaga yung one of parang the best memories na dumating sa akin. Yung nagka-award ako this UAAP, naging best setter ako last season 74. And para sa akin isang malaking inspirasyon din para sa akin na nakakuha ko ng ganong award. And para sa akin, pagbubutihan ko pa every game ko na gagawin ko lahat kasi dun din ang galing yung inspirasyon ko. Kung re-hashtag ko siya, best moment in my life. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, I'm Giselle C. from Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy, and that was my hashtag moments.
Grabe na pinagtatanspuhin nito si Giselle C. As we take a look at numbers from that set boy, Foton dominating the attack category this time.
Yes, 15-7. The errors, not as much as they committed in the first two sets. Aces, they were the one attacking from that service line. Yung blocks, hindi rin masyado nagkakalayo. At partida pa, yung Foton actually, after that third set, had 20 attacking errors, but they were able to make up for it in the other departments of this game.
Aragalang strikes first here in set number 4. Thank you for joining us. Semifinals na po tayo dito sa ating Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference 2019 from the Muntinlupa Sports Center. Noel Zarate alongside Denise Tan with Selena Dagdag manning the spike zone. And here is Kim Fajardo ngayon. Ivy Perez sending it now to Dindin. Dug up there by Mao. D. Pinapunta rito kay Mao. Hulog. Saved by Perez. Shaya. Hulog din. Kinuha naman ni D. Mao. Kanya-kanyang version ng hulog. Maria Buitre sent back. Still kept alive though. Ivy Perez will give up a free ball. Makandili. Fajardo. And D can't roll it in. Dindin. Ito na naman tayo sa mga long rally natin. Galang! And Ara Galang has scored again. 2 straight points para sa kanya for F2.
Well, Ara Galang still going back to the same target, going long that time. Makikita mo si Jen dito eh. Iiwas na sana siya doing that matrix move, then last second trying to get it. Oo.
Alam ko ba, hindi ka pa napanood.
Alam ko naman yung ganun, pero yung buong storya hindi ko napanood.
Oh, great defense there by Baron. Santiago Manabat almost scoring that time. Baron hulog. Binuhay pa rin. Ivy Perez working extra hard on floor defense. They go up to do a combination. Kim Kiana D.
You know, before this attack from KKD, hinulog niya yung bola. At dito sa sidelines, napadjak itong si Coach Emil. This time, KKD going with a different kind of attack.
Yeah.
Natuwa naman, nod sa kanya si RDJ.
So after skipping the entire third set, here comes Giselle C. In para dito sa kupunan ng Foton. 3-0 ngayon. Kim Fajardo. And a good serve there. Goes back to the side of F2. Back set ngayon for D. Laure. C. Papunta kay Dindin. Santiago Manabat. Cross-court detonation.
See, making the blockers move this time for F2. And you will see Dindin here. I know, look at Majoy Baron. She will be late for that. And Dindin again going cross-court to that zone 5.
So finally, Foton gets on the board. Shaya up to serve. Nalunod that time si Majoy Baron. That's an easy put away. Or they say illegal attack.
Yep. Backliner si Kim dito.
Yeah. So 2 straight now. 2 serving 3. Adorador, former under-23 national team member. Baron, Galang. C, on the delay, papunta kay Dindin, nabasa yan ni Baron. Laure. Kept alive there by Mao. Makandili, D, getting that one across. Bila ulit, Laure. C, oh! That was supposed to be for Buitre, pero wala si Buitre sa pwesto.
Miscom between C and Buitre. Such a missed opportunity para dito sa Foton. Paikot-ikot na yung middle blocker dito eh.
Alanganin, akala mo papalo pa si Jen Reyes. So Galang with a quick serve. 4-2, Cargo Movers. Kim, Baron. And now F2 moving the way they did in the first 2 sets.
Utilizing Baron right there, and she would go for that soft hit.
The bottom line, first ball is back. Dito sa kupunan ng F2 Logistics.
Saka yung atake nila sa service nandiyan na. Diyan na ulit.
See, Laure comes up short. Was deflected there by D. D on the attack. Dug up by Adorador. They'll go to Laure. And Laure, dalawa nakaabang. You got somebody who's 6 feet tall and 5'11". That is very, very hard to get through.
Saka hindi mo pwedeng siksikan si Ea doon. If you want to go back to Ea, make sure that it's not that high of a set, that slow of a set. Dahil babantayan lang siya ni KKD at saka ni Majoy Baron. Has to be quicker for Foton.
Timeout called here by Aaron Velez.
Kasi hindi ba nag-iinit si Dindin eh. Okay, pagalawin yung pagalawin. Tapos pansin nyo ha, sinasalo na naman kayo din ha. Din, sinasalo. Oh, yun lang ha, basta. Ayun, kamay-kamay tayo. Oh. Guys, nung pumasok si G, nakapatay tayo ng dalawa. Huwag natin, kapila natin to.
Well, the reminder for Coach Aaron, yung salo-salo na sinasabi niya, that was from the block. So, pinipilit kasi na tong Foton, what do you call this, ibaon ng ibaon. Now, if you have somebody na sinasahod yung block, then you could probably just go longer.
Like
Mas
that.
babaan, yes, at mas babaan yung atake.
Again, look at that front line para dito sa kupunan ng F2 Logistics. That was 6' Majoy Baron, 5'11" Kim Kianadi, and 6'3" Kalei Mao. So that is a ridiculous front line. But now, 6'6" Jaja Santiago is back in front now for Foton. And Jaja says, hello, F2, I'm back. I am so back.
At yun lang talaga yung kailangan ng Foton in that last rotation to get Jaja back inside. Nobody could do anything about that.
Wala kang magagawa. Kahit si Don Makandili, inisip niya, pumunta siya sa ilalim pa ng bolang yun. Masasaktan lang daw siya. Oh, how about that? Marian Buitre with her 3rd ace of the game. Eto na naman ang Foton, ha? Dikit yung simula ng 3rd set. Well, actually, dumikit ang F2. But then Foton put on the afterburners. So try to tie it up on her serve. Nope. Always mind-boggling from an ace to a service error.
Maganda sana yung flight niya. The contact is there, patay yung bola. But it's just the way that she would toss the ball. Minsan ang baba eh. So kahit maganda yung contact, di talaga tatawid.
And now Majoy, the 6-footer I was talking about earlier. Eya, oy! Off speed. Out by the net. Ito si Mau. And KKD is sent back. Eya Laure is getting the job done on defense as well.
Basang-basa ni Ea yung atake coming from KKD. Tignan mo yung tapat ng kamay. That hitting arm was well covered by Laure.
Of course, Ea Laure, the daughter of Eddie Laure, former most valuable player of the Philippine Basketball Association, also played in the PBA. Dindin. Abby Maranyo gets to it. Pero free ball yan. See, one-hand set. Papunta kay Jaja Santiago.
That was such an obvious thing to do for Giselle. You see Abby Maranyo trying to save that second ball. Nakaluhod pa dito on the sideline sa may bench. What do? You go back to that quick play. Sino makakahabol dito kay Jaja? Quick, she's high, she's got the power. Easy point for Jaja Santiago.
And we are tied at 7. Dindin once again. Lumalakas na kanyang serve. Mao. And Kalei Mao, using her coconut that time, did not try to overpower the defense of Foton. Instead, a simple drop is still worth a point. 8-7, F2 Logistics, Abante.
Ay, mga katropa, ha? Eto, pakinggan nyo. Meron akong joke. Nakakatawa. Buong Pilipinas! Nagtatawa na joke na to. Oo. Siyempre. Listen, makinig. Eto, kwento. Eto na joke. May isang babae.
Andali!
Bakit?
Anong babae? Joke. Buong Pilipinas. Anong buong Pilipinas? Sa'yo, Pilipinas lang?
Oo, joke ng nakakatawa.
Brat, ang akin, buong mundo. Nagyayabang ka, Pilipinas lang pala eh. Akin, buong mundo eh.
Sige, kwento mo. Bago ko tatampalin. Sige, kwento mo. Ano? Sige.
Makikinig ka?
Oo, sige.
Sige, makinig kayo ha. Makinig kayo. May isang lalaki.
F2 Logistics now being challenged no end by Foton. And they now have to play perfect volleyball here. Jaja Santiago's found her groove. Came Fajardo colliding there, but Kalei Mao getting that off the hands of Jaja.
And you could just see Kalei Mao twist her body and everything that she's got for that last attack. Dahil bantay sarado na siya, yung puwersa niya is to just get that ball back to the outside side of that court.
9-7 F2. KKD. Wala na yung mga tape-tape sa kanyang balikat at saka sa kanyang likod. Eya. Abby on the second ball. Na-traffic si Jen Reyes. Combo. Mao. Dindin keeps it alive. Nakto na double dito. Si Eya Laure.
She didn't need to jump for that ball. Doon nawala yung stability ng kamay ni Eya. Free point para sa F2.
And a timeout called by Foton.
Gusto ko yung lumabas ng kamay, nakadepensa. Pero ngayon, yung kaka-call out ko, huwag kayong tutukan pa rin natin yung bola. O ano nangyayari ngayon? Ano nangyayari? Service receive. O nakakapasa si Jenny. Kung kayo na ibig sabihin ko, di ba? Patakbo or kahit mag-back, iwan mo si A, nagawa mo. Abang tayo dito sa para tatlo yung option. Okay?
Again, offensive options para kay Coach Sharon Velez, reminding them kung ano yung mga pwede nilang i-run na plays and not just stick to one at just going to the outside.
He wants 3 options.
Yeah, 3 options still. I mean, you could totally have more. You have Shaya Dorador at the back as well. So, dami mong pwedeng umatake dyan.
10-7 F2. D, short. That's just the 4th service error of F2 Logistics in this match. Double figures na ang Foton. And we're only talking about serves. Meron pang unforced hitting errors yan.
Yung hitting errors nila, the start of this 4th set, 20 for Foton and
hitting
10
yan,
for F2. Yep.
Eya Laure, what a serve. Good play, Maranyo. Sabi ni Jaja, sorry ate.
Basang-basa ni Jaja Santiago yung quick na yun.
So much respect for these 2 young ladies, especially as members of the national team. But for today, sorry, magkalaban tayo.
Another good serve.
Kimi, Kalei. See, Jaja again.
Ganda nung abang, nung intay bago itulak. And that force to just get it to land right behind the blockers. Waiting for the blockers to go down first.
Si Foton, kala mo sali sa 100-meter dash. Hindi na nakaalis.
Abuelo.
Oo, nakaalis na yung tatakbo. Mao, again off speed. See, this time going to Shaya. And Shaya gets that off the hands of Abby Maranyo.
I think Foton is remembering now yung sinasabi ni Coach Aaron na medyo malayo na rin yung block dito ng Foton. Wala nang pumapayong eh.
4 unanswered now for the Tornadoes. Timeout, F2 Logistics.
Sila rin naman, nahihirapan umabol ng bola, pero itataas sa spiker. Kaya yung spiker nila, napapalo yung bola. Tayo, lakas-lakas ang open spiker natin, hindi natin mapapalo. Bakit? Hindi umaabot yung set natin eh. Kahit wala yan, minsan lang pwestuhan mo lang. Pagka kasi umabol ka, gusto mo ibato na lang, bahala na yung spiker eh. Hindi pwede ganun katwiran.
Teka. We're gonna get in our rhythm, guys. This is not our game.
Timeout dedicated to Kim Fajardo.
Aha. Well, it is hard for Kim dahil nga, syempre gusto niyang pwestohan ng maayos yung bola, but there's no pass coming from F2. And look at Foton right now. And Shaya Lumador with 6 points of 5 attacks. Actually, it doesn't feel that way. Parang more than 5 attacks pa yung nakakontribute dito ni Shaya. Pero alam mo, magandang pinapakita niya. Especially in the third was that floor defense. Doon siya nakatulong para sa Foton.
Ea Laure with another service fault. We're tied now at 11. That halts a 4-0 run para dito sa kupunan ng Foton Tornadoes Blue Energy. Kalemao now in the back. Camille De Jesus is steamed that she did not even touch the ball while she was in front. Aragalang though finds the line. And no challenge coming here from Foton.
Ganda nung iwas niya kay Jaja.
And you're right about Aragalang. Asintado siya sa mga long lines, ha? So Calais once again.
With short serve, yep.
And now Calais Mao is pumped. Think about Calais Mao's future in Philippine volleyball at the age of 24. And a vocal leader meshing with another vocal leader. I'm excited to see her in the SEA Games. However, another national team member says, you gotta earn it, baby. That did Santiago Manabat.
The execution was there for Foton. What Coach Aaron was saying, even if you don't have that first ball, there should be an option everywhere. That one coming from the pipe para kay Manabat.
Jaja. Sharp one. Galang sets it up. Mao, short. Shaya. D. Fajardo. Likod. Mao. Laure. And Dindin gives it up. Fajardo once again. Galang airborne. Defended well. It's still good though. And Marian Buitre starting to celebrate while the ball was still alive. Medyo nabudla siya na sandali. Pero napunta rin sa kanila yung puntos.
Ganda ng abang doon ni Marian Buitre. I thought that was a good set coming from Kim. Dahil naibenta muna yung quick when it comes to the other side. Yup. Why not? Why not? That was a good block coming from Buitre.
Ayan na nga, pero buhay pa rin yung bola. Para 13. Ara. Gets it across lamang. Si Adorador. And that drops in.
The action time right now missing for F2.
Foton on top. 14-13 here in the fourth.
Taas sana yung bola, but you see Galang and Maranyo not exactly knowing sino ba sa kanila dapat yung kukuha ng atake from Adorador.
Jaja, what a serve. Kim Fajardo umadlib. They'll send this to Shaya. Off the block. D. Fajardo, Maranyo. Slam dunk.
Ginamitan ng bilis ni Abby yung huling ataking yun. Again, with just one blocker in front of her, ang layo din ni Buitre sa net.
Tied at 14, Maranyo back to serve, which means Baron is back in front. And a slam dunk na ang ginawa niya doon, just to be sure. Abby. Dindin galing likod. Maranyo keeps it alive. Galing likod naman, Calais. Calais, wow!
You see the adjustment now from F2. A while ago, if they can't get that good first ball, doon naiipit si Kim. And sinabi nga ni RDJ, binabato niya na lang kung saan-saan. But now, seeing that option with Calais Mao back in the pipe.
Seeing her first action of the match ngayon, CJ Rosario, pinaghalo mo na. CJ Rosario, may Ivy Perez. This is a nightmare. Baron can't score. CJ Rosario is in the game for the first time. Former number 2 overall pick out of Arellano University. Galing likod, naikli ang tira ni Dindin. And F2 Logistics will take a 2-point lead into our second technical timeout of set number 4, 16-14. Manatili lang po kayo nakatutok dito sa ESPN 5.
No-nonsense topics.
People buying almost everything online. How do small businesses compete?
First of all, it starts with a passion.
Up close and personal.
We actually do all of our changes off stage.
What about companionship? I'm looking for a millionaire. Do you have one? Can you recommend somebody?
Get to know the leaders and innovators of the Filipino community in New York metro area that affect Filipino-American life.
You know, there's this notion that we Filipinos are not risk takers.
It's always a challenge to find out when is the right time to do something.
Hosted by book author and fitness coach, Jen Fuhr.
Play Simba at the Lion King on Broadway.
Public health educator, Rachel Ocampo.
It's so much further in the future, I don't have to worry about it.
And community journalist, Christina D.C. Pastor.
I feel it's very liberating. I can do a lot of things.
Learn from their stories on Makilala TV. Airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Sinip up ka lang.
Ni Marian Buitre. And Marian Buitre this time sent back by Baron. Dindin. Aranyo keeps that alive. Galang on the attack. Yes!
End line again.
This LC will take a seat. Ivy Perez checks back in. Look at this again, Denise.
Same kind of attack, same kind of result para dito kay Ara Galang, and nobody has stopped her with getting those long attacks.
Let's send it down to Selena Dagdag.
Yes, the mood in the huddle of the Foton Tornadoes remain very upbeat as the players like Jen Reyes reminded her teammates na kumapit lang daw at humabol, kayang-kaya pa yan. Now, Coach Aaron also pointed out na konti lang naman daw ang lamang ng F2 Logistics cargo movers, so they need to stay competitive. Sabi niya pa, alam niyo naman ang lakas niyo, so stand your ground on your blocks and be consistent in your passes. Noel, Denise.
Well, hindi na maliit ang lamang ng F2 Logistics, Selena. It is now a 4-point lead, but maybe not for long. Officially 17-14 ang ating score. There's a ball-in, ball-out challenge now, asked by Aaron Velez. Yeah, that looked kind of close. The ruling on the floor is it was in para dito sa F2 Logistics.
Well, at this point, you really got to challenge it, whether or not you saw that ball.
You're 0 for 4 in challenges also.
No, but the thing is, you can't have F2 run away like this, diba? It's they have the 4-point advantage. They have the advantage in the sets. At kita mo, bumped up na itong kupunan ni Coach Ramil De Jesus, and Coach Aaron Velez decides to call that challenge. This is also an opportunity for F2 or Foton rather to talk it out and address whatever it is they need to address right now.
At magpahinga na rin ng
Oo,
konti
extra
dito.
pahinga na rin yan.
I mean, we've had a long conference itong kupunan. Of course, the Grand Prix was long, but same thing here with the All-Filipino Conference. It was
in, yep.
It was in.
I think it was a good challenge still coming from Foton. Ang tipis eh.
Ang liit lang, kalahati lang ng linya.
And that's with the ball expanding.
So 0 for 5 for challenges today. Itong kupunan ng Foton, they're down to 1 challenge remaining in the 4th. And a 4-point lead for F2 Logistics. Perez, Adorador. Apple si Galang. Galing likod, Mao, tulak, yes!
Same kind of attack for Mao, really using her head. High volleyball IQ. Alam niya, pinapuwersa niya kanina pa. There were times na makakalusot, there are times na makukuha. But this one, that donut hole attack, has been spotless for Kali Mao. Look at her celebrate that point.
Mistulang doon, silueta siya doon. Binuhat siya ni Javi Maranyo. Perez, Elaine Casilag back in. Baron, hulog. Hulog! F2 Logistics has kicked it into 6th gear.
F2 understands what they need to do from what they're seeing on the other side. The adjustment and how quick they're doing it. That is the commendable thing about F2 right now.
6 unanswered points for F2.
Ganda ng serve.
Perez, Dindin. Still kept alive. Habulin ni Galang. No. So a reprieve for Foton. Ivy Perez will serve. Hindi po si J. Perez. Ivy Perez. Serving 20. Foton still has a chance. Fajardo, hinabol. Now, hiuhulog. Perez. Buitre can't score. Baron. Kept alive. Oh. And they will say 4 touches na dito. So there was 2 touches already while players were on the ground para dito sa Foton. 21-15, Kim Fajardo to serve for F2. 4 points away from a place in the finals. Laure, Perez, Casilag, sent back by Baron.
Ganda ng abang, ganda ng bantay, at ang ganda ng pagkakasarado ni Majoy Baron. That cross-court hit coming from Casilag. No space between 2 blockers. A solid wall for F2.
22-15, largest lead of the set now. Para din sa kupunan ng F2 Logistics, this is now an 8-1 run. Dindin, di pa rin makalusot. Dindin, angles it, nicely done by Dindin Santiago Manabat. 16 serving 22. This brings up Shaya Adorador. Quick play, Baron. Couldn't connect that time. Dindin, again.
Dindin saw that opening down the line, targeting that left hand of KKD. Di all power. Talagang pinadaplis lang. Ginawan lang ng angulo.
Down by 5. Now back-to-back points for the Tornadoes. Shaya Adorador.
Head short.
Tapol si D. Free ball from Mau. Perez. They go to Laure. And Aya scores.
Laki ng butas dun sa pader nitong F2. Aya saw that at kahit medyo bitin sa kanya yung set.
3 straight now, Denise.
She will get it right through.
And timeout Ramil De Jesus. This is not yet over.
Isa yung mahabol tayo ng bola, wala sa loob natin na ihatid ng tama. Paano natin ihatid ng tama? Babaan yung bola. Ang intention natin may taas eh. Walang ganun. Kailangan alam natin kung ano gagawin sa second ball. Sa receive lang tayo, kailangan natin pumatay.
Right now, we gotta focus on the blocking. That's it.
Simple reminders from Coach Ramil. It's not enough na mahawakan mo yung bola. There has to be intention. The movement has to have a purpose when it comes to this point of the match. We're just 3 points away from bagging a spot in the finals. Hindi pwedeng pa bara-bara yung galaw sa loob ng court.
Again, 3 straight points naman para sa Foton. Galang. Perez now sending it to Laure once again. The Andili gets to it. Yes!
Another controlled hit coming from KKD. Ang baba nung atake. Again, seeing that gap squeezing through the block. Off-speed hit coming from KKD.
23-18. 2 puntos na lang ang kailangan ng F2. It seems like the finish line is so near yet so far away, especially with Marian Buitre scoring once again.
Buitre doing the same thing, seeing one blocker in front, takes advantage of that fact. lang ulit yung kanang kamay ni Majoy Baron that time.
Aragalang sits down. Momo back in. Marian Buitre. Looking at a 4-point deficit. 5 match points for F2 Logistics. And serving for the final spurt, the first one, is Majoy Baron. Laure. Jaja. Jaja again. No! And F2 Logistics advances to the finals of the 2019 Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference.
You know, F2, it was their composure that really gave them this win. There were sets that they started out strong, they had a diesel start. But even with that, nung natalo sila in the third set, they were able to refocus, regain their confidence, bring it back, extend it, or bring that confidence back here in the fourth. At maiwasan yung mga errors. They got those points, especially in the times that they needed to get it and cut the runs na binibigay dyan ng Foton. And now, they do secure a spot in the finals. At maghihintay na lang sila kung sino nga ba ang kakalabanan nila. It is Petron versus Signal in that second match.
And we're going to check out our strong play in just a few moments. A lot to choose from. Calais Mau acknowledging the fans dito po sa Muntinlupa. And here is our ESPNW strong play of the game. Who else? Calais Wow.
Calais Wow doing talaga wow things, especially from the backline nung hindi makaikot itong F2. She was the #1 option from the pipe and she was absolutely effective from that area.
And of course, there's the management ng F2 Logistics. Another trip to the finals. But who will they be facing? Will it be Petron or will it be Signal? That's all the time we have for this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, F2 Logistics, through to the finals against Foton. On behalf of my partner, Denise Tan, and of course, Selena Dagdag, manning the spike zone. Ito po si Noel Zarate. Paalam!
Bagay sa buhay na pwedeng idaan sa kombinasyon ng diskarte at swerte. Pero pagdating sa sports, nakasalalay ang tagumpay ng buong buo sa husay ng mga atleta. Dalang ka na ng bawat galaw, sakto, walang tsamba. Dalang sports, may science. Ako po si Paolo Bejones. Samahan niyo ako sa pagdiskubre sa mga sikreto at siyensya sa mundo ng palakasan na talaga namang astig.
Sakto ang anggulo, Kapauli Pacquiao, hindi ito ang mundo. Tektos ni Paeng, walang makapatas. Lakas ng gilas, ang taas, ang taas. Sukatin ang taas, na lakas, na bakas. Sa isipan ng banyaga na natalo ng wagas. Bakit asintado, bawat tira mo eksakto. Sukatin ang galing ng manlalaro Pilipino. Astig, 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 astig.
Sa basketball, hindi mawawala sa highlight reel ang mga powerful dunks, acrobatic layup, dipsy-do moves, at syempre, ang mga pamatay na 3-point shot.
That's a start!
Pero kapag tikdikan ng laban at di umubra ang mga ganitong tira, ang mga veterano sa hardcourt, humuhugot ng puntos sa linya ito na may sukat na 15 feet mula sa ring, walang bantay at steady lang. Pero hindi pa rin ganun kadaling makascore sa likod ng free throw line. May paraan nga ba para ma-improve ang free throw shooting ng isang manlalaro o sadyang purong talent lang talaga ito?
Kung mga free throws ang pag-uusapan, siyempre hindi mawawala dyan ang ilang mga PBA legends natin. Katulad ni Ramon El Presidente Fernandez na 4-time MVP na nakagawa ng pinakamaraming free throws sa kasaysayan ng liga. Nandyan din ang the trigger man Alan Kaitik na nakagawa ng most consecutive free throws. Akalain nyo, 76 ang naipasok niya bago siya nagbintis mula October 22, 1992 hanggang May 11, 1993. Pero ang pinaka-sure ball pagdating dito sa 4.5-meter line ay ang MVP noong 1980s na si Ricardo the Quick Brown Fox Brown na nakapagtala ng the highest percentage pagdating sa free throw shooting sa kasaysayan ng liga.
Ngayong gabi, susubukan natin ang husay ng isa sa mga pinakamagaling na free throw shooter sa PBA. Tinaguri ang best player ng conference noong 2011 hanggang 2012. Isa si Gary El Granada David sa mga may pinakamaraming free throw shots na nagawa mula 2006 hanggang 2011. Sa kanyang tangkad na 6 feet 2 inches, pumapalo ng 81 hanggang 85% ang accuracy ni Gary pagdating sa free throw line.
Si Gary kasi has been a go-to scorer ever since he was in the PBL. Yung recognition ni Gary, I think, is very much delayed.
Perfection, no? When it comes to the desire to win, yung kanyang kamikaze mentality, if he want to do things, he will do things. He will not think of the consequence of his actions. He will ask questions later.
Matagal na magaling si Gary. Matagal nang magaling yan.
Sumang-ayon ng mga eksperto, oras na para malaman natin ang sikreto ni El Granada sa free throw line.
Ilan ang nagawa mo ng free throw sa kanang buhay mo? Kasama ng practice?
Sa akin kasi, every time na nagpa-practice ako, hindi ako tumitigil mag-shooting pag medyo hindi ko na-complete ng 100 times eh.
Okay.
Mag-shooting ako, tapos nun, pagkatapos nung nagawa ko, mag-free throw, yun yung pinaka-huling ginagawa ko, free throw.
Mukhang matindi ang kumpiyansa ni El Granada pagdating sa free throw shooting.
Pero ang tanong, uubra kaya ang science ng free throw ni El Granada kapag naghain tayo ng mga kakaibang distractions sa kanya?
Ang kalaban mo lang sa free throw yung sarili mo. Walang nagbablock ng shot mo. Pero on the other hand, pressure din yun.
Paasa.
Sukatin ang galing ng manlalaro Pilipino.
The intricacies of the zone defense. The art of passing.
Another one. Bounces to Junmar on the run. The Euro step.
The quirky yet effective Euro step and more. I am Charles Tew. Join me as we discover the science behind the sport. Basketball science.
#2019 PBA Commissioner's Cup airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
While some see fashion as a way to express their individuality, others see it as a good business opportunity.
Pero for first-time moms who want to get into the business, online biz muna kayo.
Do not be afraid to think outside of the box because business opportunities are limitless.
Matitikman nyo na mula Luzon hanggang Mindanao.
Mompreneurs na gusto rin magtayo ng restaurant, what tips can you give them?
Catch new episodes of Mom Biz.
Mag-business tayo. Let's do this together. Let's create something. Because you know what? I think, Papa Tok, I think we can do this.
Where mommy business is no monkey business.
Mom Biz Season 2 airs at these times on your Kapatid channel.
Sukatin ang galing ng manlalaro Pilipino.
Sa kanyang free throw line shooting accuracy rate na 81 hanggang 85%, may tuturing ang alamat itong si Gary David ng makabagong henerasyon. Kaya naman nanghamunin namin siya para sa isang free throw challenge. Hindi umurong ang El Granada ng hardcourt. Sa unang bahagi ng challenge, kailangan may pasok lahat ni Gary ang 10 free throw. Walo na ang naipapasok ni El Granada nang walang sabit. Sa unang sabak, walang kahirap-hirap na naipasok ni El Granada ang bola sa basket. Walang mintis. 10 out of 10.
ilang taon na ba siya naglalaro ng basketball, tapos ilang taon na rin siya sa PBA, expected yan na ang kanilang free throw shooting no less than 65 to 70%.
Pero sa tingin mo, Gary, kapag sabihin natin, naglagay ako ng ilang mga distraction, kakayanin mo pa rin?
Kaya yan.
Sa 10 free throw, sa tingin mo, kaya mo ipasok lahat?
Hindi ko masabing kaya kong pasok, pero percentage-wise, 80 nga 80.
Mga 80, so 8 out of 10 na kaya mo pasok. Kahit na may mga distraction tayong ilalabas mamaya.
Depende sa distraction yan kung ano yung klaseng distraction na